Alrighty, so we're going to start by putting the antennas in, which seems pretty straightforward. Sorry about that. Just do this. A little tough to do it backwards, but into the world of tech reviews. Okay. Next thing, the power. Now, I don't know if this is going to turn on right away or not. Let's find out. Look at that. It does turn on right away. All right, looks pretty cool. It's pretty straightforward. I'm actually using a Hotec mic right now into the camera, so it's the same microphone, just the single version, which I have linked in another video right here. Now it says it should work straight out of package, so I'm just going to turn the microphone on and see what happens. Look at that, connected right away. You can see 910, 910. Now I'm just going to plug an XLR cable into the back because I have it going into my Apollo interface. Now let's go see if it's working. All right, let's go find out. I should have some signal on here. Check, 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 check. Check, check. All right, just going to try boosting the volume on this unit to max. Check, 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 check. Let's see what happens when I turn the volume up on this guy. 30, eh? That's pretty high. I wonder why the volume's so low. Check, 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 check. I wonder if it's because I have this windscreen on. Check, check, check. I'm getting lots of volume, and because I'm using an external preamp, I can still boost it on the preamp level as well. Okay, so we're outside in like minus 23 degrees right now, Celsius. We're in Canada. If you buy the single Hotec mic, you'll get this receiver, and it actually gives you a camera connection. This unit doesn't give you that, so I'm using the cable, the adapter cable that came with this to get it right into the camera, so that's handy. But when I reviewed this unit, it said it could go 100 feet, and I actually managed to go 125 with no problem. So this unit actually says it can go 165. So I'm actually gonna just walk down like I usually do and see where it starts to cut out. So let's go. All right, so here we go. I'm walking. I'm about 50 feet out now, right about here. This is about 50 feet. Not too bad. Hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, I'm still going. It's actually freezing cold outside. Minus 20, not the warmest type. Not the warmest weather. This is about 100 feet, so hopefully you can still hear me. I'm actually gonna go down this hill. You might not be able to see me if I go too far, but we'll see. So I'm approaching about 125 feet right here. You should still be able to hear me. It says I can go 165. Okay, I'm at about the 150 foot mark. Hopefully you can still see me down there. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. Now I'm approaching the 200 foot mark anywhere around here. So I'm just gonna keep going a little bit. I think you can see me over here. Can you? Hello. This is about 200 feet. So if you can hear me right now, this unit works better than advertised. Hopefully this time you're not hearing as much clothes rustle because I've got it pointed up above all my clothes. Last time I did it underneath. So hopefully this time it's a lot more of a clear sound. I do have an extension cord running all the way out, all the way off my deck. So this is the problem with this unit. You do need a power supply. But as I get closer, let's go back into the studio and make sure all this sound actually stayed put, shall we? Okay, so whether or not you're buying the single unit or the 2-channel unit, the only real difference is in the receivers because the microphones are actually the same. Now obviously the single unit is more compact, it's a lot smaller, and it's more designed for run and gun filmmaking because it comes with some adapters for your camera. Where this one is probably used for more professional settings because you have some added volume control, which is very handy, and you also get more outputs, which is a lot more versatile and a lot more usable in professional settings. And each channel actually records to a separate channel as opposed to just one single channel. Now the individual unit actually has an internal battery which is rechargeable, which is super handy, but it also means it could die. So it's not as dependable, whereas the 2-channel unit actually takes an external power supply, but it will never die and it actually has a lot more range. Now for run and gun filmmaking, I actually think I would prefer to have 2 single units that I could actually plug into an external recorder, which actually makes it completely wireless. I will get a little less range out of this receiver and less time because it will die, but again, for run and gun filmmaking, it's kind of a no-brainer. Hey, if you made it this far, maybe consider liking the video or subscribing to the channel. It helps with the algorithm and all that. Now, keeping all that info in mind, I think you get a more reliable, dependable unit that gives you more output control, gives you added volume control, and gives you more range as well. The only real toss-up is that it requires power, so if that's a deal breaker for you, maybe don't consider this unit and consider the 2 singles. But it's a really well-built unit, it looks really nice, I definitely recommend it, it's worth the money. I really hope you guys like this video. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!